Welcome back to the St. Libcom podcast, where in this week's Intellectual Dissectional, we're going to take a look at the Minstrel Show. That's right, a long-running art form that we explained fully in part 1. You should check it out. But now we're going to take a look at how it has been used against us in the 80s, 90s, up until today in its present form. So maybe you can get away from it, and maybe we can support something that truly uplifts us. Let's get it.
Peep this blood, me and my bruh. Put Ohio State triple bubble goose us. We had just seen that new flick Colors. Walking around like we was real earners. Tuck the BB gun, 9mm burners. You would've thought we done 2 or 3 murders. Praise to God that the streets ain't burn us. We left that to the local news and Time Warners. Our sisters soul, do what they told. It takes years, but they patient in the mold. Your mind, body, image, and your soul. Protect my daughter's body, she 5 years old. Ask Cardi, Nicki, Kim, the shit control. Sell they ass, not them sisters, so they sold. What's the plot of hip-hop? Watch Lucian get a meal, I get shot. I mean, damn, Wayne said keep it hot. But do a brother really gotta get popped? The shit is real, can get you killed. Fuck police, a white boy, a gun to wield. Grand jury and the verdict, there's the guilt. Fit for his life like it was right for Landro Peel. You don't really see how this all affect your life. You must not see how they fucking up your life. You don't really see how they take the jury pool. You must not see all the fucking strings they pull. So here's the problem. Go ahead, apply. Who can resist the likes of J. O'Shea and Rob? Tyler, Spike, Denzel, Oprah, and Nas. Ask me though, I want a whole nother squad that'll take a stand, fulfill God's plan. You in position to deal a better hand. If it's status quo, don't put out another jam. Blaxploitation, don't step in front of cam. And yeah, I'm also talking to the fucking fans. Use the one who fund the whole fucking plan. So I ask your friend, there ever been the likes of Danny, Michael B, and Ryden? The talent of Kendrick, Chandra, and Jordan. So you say, what exactly we asking? Boycott anything that make us less a man. Call it a sham if it disrespect women. Cause the hood eat exactly what given. It's time to escape from the mental plantation. You don't really see what they doing to your life. You must not see how they fucking with your life. You don't really see how they make you look to them. You must not see how our kids be mimicking.
Thanks for coming back to check out another episode of the St. Libcom podcast. This is part 2, the Intellectual Dissectional, and we're gonna dissect that video you just saw. Hollywood is racist as heck. All right, let's just jump right into it. Peep this blood, me and my bruh. put on Ohio State triple bubble gooses. We had just seen that new flick Colors. Walk around like we were real earners. We tucked the BB gun 9mm burner. You would have thought we'd done 2 or 3 murders. Grace of God that the streets ain't burn us. We left that to the local news and Time Warners. Let me give you some context. You see, back in '88, a flick came out called Colors. And my brother and I was barely 10 years old. He's a year older than me. And even though, house full of parents, neighborhood where we know everybody's name, great community, good school, plenty of parenting, right? Even with all that, we saw this movie and we went into the closet and we grabbed our Ohio State triple fat bubble gooses, right? The big starter jackets. They were red because Colors was about the Bloods versus the Crips. And we put them on, buttoned them up at top, walking around like gangsters. We went outside, walked around the neighborhood. I had this little BB gun look like a 9. Put it in my waistband. 10 years old. Walking around, looking like a gangbanger. Thank God I wasn't on the south side, by the way. Probably would have got smoked. That's what we're saying. Thank God, the grace of God, that the streets ain't burn us. But we left that to the local news and Time Warners. A lot of the images that we see of people in the hood on the local news, put out by Time Warner affiliates and, put out by Time Warner companies as well, all through the media, and it's happened all through my life. I've seen it. And it hadn't been reassuring pictures of young black males. So, those that didn't get smoked in the hood, this is saying, they were still vilified by the local news and Time Warner. We move on. Our sisters sold. Do what they're told. It takes years, but they're patient and they mold. Your mind, body, image, and your soul. Protect my daughter's body. She 5 years old. Check it. You see, this current day minstrel show, while it truly affects young black males, probably the worst, I'm comfortable with saying that, the worst, it definitely doesn't leave the young sisters unharmed. And that's just what we're talking about here when you're talking about the rap culture, the Nicki Minaj, the Cardi B. Talking about them. What are we talking about? Our sisters, they're sold. They do what they're told. These media companies are taking them from when they're very young and they mold. What? Their body, their mind, their image, and their soul. Protect my daughter's body. She's 5 years old. When I say that on video, in the video, on screen you see R. Kelly and Aaliyah. Some dirt that was going on in the industry for so long that was overlooked. You gotta think, these women are sisters that are in this industry and being exploited so they can exploit others. It's a tough position they're in, because they've been told by executives, by the market, by us, the people that buy and watch music, that this is what they have to do in order to be successful. From a very young age, like Foxy Brown, when she got in look at her in that video. She looked like 15 years old, man, dressed like that, exploiting. And like I said, ask Cardi, Nicki, Kim, the shit's control. Sell they ass. Now them sisters sold they soul. We see an image. Whitney Houston, who wasn't one of these entertainers that you feel was just out there selling her body. But she still got caught up in this culture, the drug culture, the living irresponsibly, the running around in the wrong circles. And in the end, like all these women, she just wasn't selling her body. She sold her soul. Then we move back and talk about gangster rap and what's really going on. Because I ask in the song here, what's the plot in hip hop? Watch Lucian get a meal and I get shot? I mean, damn, Wayne said, keep it hot. But do a brother really gotta get popped? Check this out. Who's the dainty that we're talking about? And that's Lil Wayne, right? This dude, I mean, you've seen his picture, right? You've seen his picture. So anyhow, he said, well, brother's making plenty of money. Plenty of money. Sure. But look at the example he's setting for all these other kids. Well, yeah, he employs plenty of brothers. Yeah, like 10, 15, 20. But makes millions look like monkeys. Yeah, I said it. Dude looks ridiculous. It's like Tekashi 6ix9ine. He has not gold teeth. He has different colored diamonds on it. I mean, come on, these people look ridiculous. And this is what people all around the world think you look like, think you act like. Come on now. But it's bigger than that. Because Lil Wayne, what's he on? Cash Money Records. So he's making money off of exploiting all other types of people. I mean, some of the biggest names in hip hop, right? Huge company, right? Please. Ain't shit. Because watch where this goes. Cash Money is actually owned by another record label. Interesting. And that record label is owned by Universal Music Group. And Universal Music Group is run by a dude named Lucian. I forget his last name. Who gives a fuck? Look it up. And that's what this is saying. What's the plot in hip hop? Watch Lucian get a meal while I get shot. I mean, Biggie, Pop, Nipsey, these guys out there pushing the gang culture, getting smoked by the gang culture. While Lucian, president of Universal Music Group, sitting back in his plush chair, smoking cigars, drinking $5,000 scotch, laughing at y'all motherfuckers. That's what's happening. Look it up. Look at that chain. Look who's really getting paid. Making us look like fools. This shit is real. It can get you killed. Fuck the police, a white boy, a gun to wield. Grand jury, and the verdict there's to yield. Fit for his life, like it was right, Philandro peeled. Check this out. If you just listen to my prior rant, you're probably like, okay, 5, 10, 20, rappers killed over the last decade, no big deal. Like, come on. But you have to understand how these images shown across the world affect us, affect every young black male walking around in his own neighborhood, at the mall, driving the streets. And I'm about to show it to you. And the video, I think, is where we really see it. So when I start and say, the shit is real, can get you killed. Fuck the police, a white boy and a gun to wheel. I'm showing on the video Eric Gardner getting strangled to death by the cops. But what I'm saying is, there is a higher probability, there's a bigger chance that this can happen when these people do not value your life and don't think you value your life. Fuck police, a white boy and a gun to wheel. Grand jury, and the verdicts there's the yield. Fear for his life like it was right Philandro peeled. We see the whole incident with Philandro Castillo. Now, this guy's sitting in the car with his girlfriend, their like 6 or 7 year old kid in the back. Cops come up from each side, traffic stop. The dude says, I just want to let you know, officer, I have a firearm in the car. And the guy goes, okay, well, don't go for it. He's like, I'm not going for it. He's like, all right, well, don't move your hand. He's like, I'm not going. And the cop just shoots him to death, right? Feared for his life. That guy got away with it. And you want to know why cops shoot black people? Why they always fear for their lives? You want to know why they shoot us? I'm telling you why they shoot us. Because you look like an N-word on TV. When they see you, they think you might kill them. And they gonna kill you first. Let's be clear. But, just like the lyrics say, think about this. So you really don't see how this all affects your life. You really must not see how they're fucking up your life. Because you're supporting all this, you must not see it. You really don't see how they taint the jury pool. You look like animals, they figure you're an animal. You hear this story about Trayvon, and you got people on the jury pool that are tainted. And look at all the fucking strings they pull. Because this dude got off. Ridiculous. So, we move on to verse 2. Here's the prob. Go ahead, applaud. Who can resist the likes of Jay, O'Shea, and Rob? Tyler, Spike, Denzel, Oprah, and Nas. As me though, I want a whole nother squad. Bold statement. Listen, go ahead and applaud. I understand if you're a fan of, these people that participate in the Minstrel Show. At all different levels. And I name some of them. And I say, Jay-Z, O'Shea, it's Ice Cube, Rob, R. Kelly, right? And then on video, I'm actually showing positive things that they've put out. For Jay-Z, I show Kanye, actually, because I couldn't really find anything great that Jay-Z put out that's really positive. That I wanted to go into. I have a thing with Jay. Anyway, so I think his biggest contribution to positive hip hop is Kanye. And put out the Jesus Walks video, right? O'Shea, Barbershop 2. This is the one that he produced, that he owned. Big deal. A real big deal for Cube. R. Kelly, I Can Fly. Great gospel music, uplifting, right? We can do these things. Tyler Perry. Yeah, Tyler Perry. I talked about him in the other part 1, being Medea. Really, truly the Minstrel Show. But this guy also does incredible work, like the example we show here in the video, Mr. Deeds. Great movie. Spike Lee. Listen, man, Spike Lee's a tough one, all right? Because Spike Lee is against the Minstrel Show. He has been from the get. He's fought against these negative images. He's really pushed for us to have uplifting forms of art. He's used images that you would say don't hold us in the best light, okay, at all times, in some of his, film, showing But it was never gratuitous to me, you know. It was never gratuitous. Like I think of School Days, you know. It was more as a function of the story, and was not done in this, you know, over exaggerated way. Like, you see how I'm struggling to explain this because it's just on the line. But you know, Spike Lee, his art truly has contributed to some good stuff. It's his mouth I can't deal with. Like the dude, he's out there. He's a racist. So sorry, Spike. But anyway, we show Miracle at Santa Ana, great American. I think classic. Denzel. We show Denzel, who again another great artist. He's done incredible things. We show him in Training Day, Oscar-winning performance, well deserved. What I think is interesting here is, I say, well, Aaron Denzel was a dirty cop. He wasn't showing a positive image of black males. Yeah, I get it. And in the breakdown, part 3, we're going to talk about this tight line we walk between black culture, American culture, and the Minstrel Show, right? So here's where I'm at with Training Day. Right? 3-dimensional character, incredible storyline. You could have put a white cop in that, a black cop in that, a Latino cop in that. Like, it did not matter, right? There was all types of diversity, showing all types of ranges of people, from good to bad. It was representative of what's truly going on. Nothing was overly done or exaggerated or make it look ridiculous, and it was good freaking art. And the man was rewarded for that, as he should have been. I got no problem with that. So I'm showing, because all in verse 1 we showed the Minstrel Show. Verse 2 we're showing the things that can be done, the positive images that these people have put out. Oprah. What do we show Oprah? Oprah, The Color Purple. Nas, I Can, that video. I play that. That's like the only rap song I play for my 5-year-old daughter, right? But I said something a little controversial. Ask me though, I want a whole nother squad. Why do I want another squad? Like, these people are amazing. Except R. Kelly. He's the devil. But why do I want another squad? Because I need people that are going to truly take a stand. The right stand too, not just one like Spike Lee. But take a stand. Fulfill the plan. You're in the position to be dealt a better hand. No, to deal a better hand. Because you're in charge. And so, this is what the song is saying. These people have played their role. And they've done good things, they've done bad things, they've done what they've done. Now, if I'm really looking for someone to change and push us into a new direction, I might have to get another squad, because, to be honest with you, they're just too conflicted. Simply said, they're too conflicted. And I said, what are some things we can do, right? In the song it says, you in the position to deal a better hand. If it's status quo, so doing the same old shit, don't put out another jam, right? If it's blaxploitation, you know, silly ass movies, don't step in front of the camera, right? And yeah, I'm also talking to the freaking fans, because you's the one who fund the whole freaking plan. Profound. The Minstrel Show does not operate with free money. You see, you pay for the freaking Minstrel Show. And as long as you pay for the Minstrel Show, they're going to give you the Minstrel Show. How about that? You fund the whole fucking plan. And it's time to wake up. I funded it for years, man. I'm not trying to dog people. I'm not trying to put you on, on blast. I'm trying to say, listen, let's stop. You stop, I stop. All right? Shit. Stop being so damn sensitive. All right. Then we move on. The song says, I ask you, friend, has there ever been the likes of Danny, Michael B., and Ryan? The talents of Kendrick, Chandra, and Jordan. Who am I talking about, right? Well, it's easy. Danny Glover. Again, I'm showing some great forms of African American art. Danny Glover, This Is America. Let's do stuff like that. Michael B. Jordan. And Creed. Amazing film. Part 2, amazing. Like, the dude's a hero in the film. Like, that's something to aspire to. Values. Ryan Coogler directed Black Panther. Changed the entire game for our community. We need stuff like that. Kendrick Lamar. In the video we show, his video Love. This dude is so deep and right on so many levels. I mean, he's just everything from being an Israelite to talking about the real problems in our community to talking about how we can do better in our community. Like, this dude is 100% on point. Now, raised in Compton, California, so he keeps it grimy, you know what I mean? He keeps it real, but he puts out art, and it's uplifting. It's uplifting art. You gotta get, you gotta get into it. You gotta understand it. You have to not just consume it. You have to understand it. To understand the art, because it's deep. Chandra Grimes, right? Producer, writer. Here in the video we show Scandal. One of her, some of her best work, if you ask me. And then Jordan Peele. Again, mentioned earlier in the Minstrel Show, Part 1, with Key and Peele, which I hate Key and Peele. But since he's got away from that, and he made himself some true money, because they will pay you a lot of money, participate in the Minstrel Show like they did. So he got set up, got some influence, and the dude has talent, like incredible talent. Everything from Get Out to Us, which we show in the video, to there's another one he did. But I mean, this is the dude's the talent, dude's the real deal. So again, showing incredible things that we can do in art. And as we talk about, as the lyrics go over, and we're showing these images, we're talking about, you just have to watch the video to see like how the images make you question what has gone on. So we finish up this verse. It says, so you ask, what exactly are we asking? And I say, boycott anything that makes us less a man. Call it a sham if it disrespects our women. Cause the hood eat exactly what given. It's time to escape from the mental plantation. Check it out, man. How can we get away from this? Is us as consumers have to stop buying it. I mean, that's the real deal of it. So I'm saying we have to boycott stuff that makes us look like less a man. I mean, it's gonna be interpretation and art. Look, man, I'm not saying this is good, this is bad. I'm not the arbiter of that. I'm not the judge, okay? What I'm saying is, when you see the Minstrel Show, you know it, all right? And so if you decide to pay for the Minstrel Show and fund the plan, and we keep on looking like the N-word all the way across the world, when that's on you, I'm gonna boycott the shit. I call it a sham if it disrespects our women. I can't stand that shit. Because the hood eat exactly what given. I've talked about this in prior episodes. Like, look, the most vulnerable in our community do not have role models. They see this, they think this is the way life is supposed to be, and they mimic it. And it does not help anybody. Them, us, you, nobody. It reinforces what is not truly part of our culture. But they put it on TV. Because the hood eat exactly what given. It's time to escape from the mental plantation. It's time to move on. Break away from this. We end with the chorus. You don't really see what they're doing to your life. You must not see how they're fucking with your life. I do not see this. You must not see it. You don't really see how they make you look to them, white people, people in charge, black people that hire people, right? You really don't see how they make you look to them. You must not see how our kids be mimicking, acting just like this. And what we show is what I thought was one of the most powerful pieces of fusion between art and music and film. That's Belly. Actually made and directed by a music video director, and starring a couple hip hop artists, Nas, DMX, right? Hype Williams directed it. It looked like a hour and a half long music video. So it was dope, right? And it has some powerful images, sexy images, drug images, violence. It was just, it truly embodied what was so wrong with gangster rap and hood films that just made us look really, really, really bad, man. And again, I'm sure it had a message, sure. Anything Nas does has a message, that's for damn sure. But the video shows this young kid. Man, I'll never forget. You gotta see this. It's incredible. This young kid, he's gotta be 10, maybe younger. He sells dope. He's got a crackhead walk up to him when he's talking to Nas, and he's got a gun. He's just mimicking these rappers, man. He looks like these dudes that they see his own music videos that then other cats in the hood mimic. He then mimics. And it's just like, it's powerful, dude. So again, that's a challenge. It's a challenge to really dissect that type of art. But we're gonna have to take it upon ourselves to do better. I'm just saying, man. We've been participating in the Minstrel Show for a very, very long time. And we've gotten away with it through the last couple decades with the gangster flicks and the gangster rap and the gang culture, right? I look at some of this stuff now, man. If gangs, financier music videos, let you rep them so then you get clout. People watch your videos and, Google pays you. Okay, I guess I'm incentivized to be a gangbanger. We gotta do better. And we gotta start taking upon ourselves, man, to say we can do away with all this craziness, all this BS that we put out, making us look like criminals, making us look like all types of bad things, and still have an incredible portfolio of music and art and entertainment that truly reflects the African American culture and experience. I was at a work function yesterday, right? Very diverse group of people. White, black, Latino, Asian, everything, right? I'm in California. And we're doing this team building thing and anything. Anyway, long story short, it said, name 2 different cultural dances from 2 different cultures. And I came up with both. I'm like, salsa merengue from Latin culture and breakdancing. And they were like, breakdancing from what culture? I'm like, African American culture. People kind of like laugh, like, hey. No, I'm serious. Like, why is that funny? Like, it's a form of dance. A little wild, sure, but we can all types of forms of dance. So there are all types of ways we can continue to shape entertainment and culture that is true African American culture. That is not despicable. That is not corrosive. That is not stereotypical of the minstrel show. So I challenge you as artists, as consumers, to move away from being part of the plan to continue to make us look like subhuman and allow the powers that be to make money off of it, and to most importantly for them to keep us separated, because they've got a plan for that. It's up to us to stop it. Let's get it.